What's up everybody, it's Gabriela from the Sea, and today I'm gonna do a reaction to the Game of Thrones finale. I know I am kind of late in the game, but I honestly never got the chance to watch Game of Thrones the last season, and my husband was like, hey, get Crave, and I was like, fine, and then I got it, and now I'm all caught up as to the last season, and now I'm at the last episode, so this is gonna be a reaction to it. I am not a geeky, super obsessed person that knows all the facts and whatsoever, but I have been following the series all along, and I do think that it is an amazing show, and I'm quite astonished that it has so much build-up and people actually hated the finale. People hated the way it ended, and I just don't understand why. And so I am gonna just give this a go and see what happens. Okay, first things first, I'm gonna give this a blaze so I can be more emotional or whatever.
Kick.
And second things second.
Kick.
Oh shit. I'm sorry, but I love beer. And Game of Thrones calls for a sip of beer. Okay, here we go. Hello. My stupid TV. I had to press like 3 times. Oh my gosh.
What was I thinking?
Doing life shoes.
I could not have worked harder. I really have given this everything I had.
Okay, this is like some like behind the camera shit. Okay. Okay. I don't care about that. I'm gonna skip it. I always knew that the dwarf will make it all the way until the end. I know it. He's intelligent and lucky. I'm surprised that Daenerys turned out to be so evil and so psychotic.
Daenerys
I
Targaryen.
understand. I was really rooting for her. And she ended up being just like Cersei. Like, she's insane. I really don't care about the whole like, oh, she's her and John's aunt or whatever. Like, if I really liked someone and I didn't know that from the beginning, and then I found out, I'd be like, well, okay, but like I've never met you in my life. I didn't know who you were. I met you like some years ago. Like,
These are free men.
how are we related? Like, and then someone coming overnight saying, oh, he's a Targaryen. Like, fuck, like, really? But then Jon turned out to be such a pussy. Ugh. He should have stepped up to be king. And none of this would have happened. Like, all this massacre. Like, Daenerys is clearly a psychotic murderer. Like, clearly doesn't deserve to be like a royal person. And Jon is so humble, and he cares about others, and he's not addicted to power like everybody else. Oh, she's terrifying. Jon is like shooting his pins. Bad ass. She destroyed the freaking room.
How do you know it'll be good?
Because
But
I
at
know
least
what is good.
the Iron Throne is still there.
And so do you.
I know.
You do. You do. You've always known.
What about everyone else? All the other people who think they know what's good.
They don't get to choose.
I think this is when Jon realized
Be
that
with
she's
me.
crazy. Ew, the face he makes is like he's about to puke inside. They're gonna do it? They're gonna do it? What's going on? He killed her? What? He killed her.
Yo.
I don't even know what to say.
Oh my god, what's gonna happen?
It's gonna get
Burned by the dragon.
They,
Sully, Captain,
whoever is
gonna kill him. Like,
like,
what the
fuck.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Where?
Oh, he's trying to melt the Iron Throne. What a smart dragon! Oh my god, I would never think of that. Just like that, like everything she did in her life for like the last 10 years or something that led up to her being queen of the world, basically, gone in 1 second, literally. Just because he didn't want her to kill Tyron. Oh my god! So he did survive. I knew the dark would make it. Bitch, he's smart and lucky. I told you. Can't believe it. Yes! I kind of feel sad for Daenerys because, like, the admiration, what it meant for her, like having that throne, and her eyes is just like she wasn't off for like a straight whole minute, and have that taken away from her just like that. It's kind of sad. But Jon, it would be a better ruler. He's honest. He's a war hero. He's fierce when he has to be. Oh my god, I thought he wasn't going to accept to be king, but he will. I mean, he basically saved everybody from the Night Walkers, White Walkers, or whatever their name is. Because they were able to predict that he was going to come to him directly to kill him. And because of that, they were able to build a whole plan to kill them. So, and basically he saved humanity, so he deserves to be king. And he's wise and young, and
now on,
everybody agreed. Wow.
They will be chosen on this spot by the lords and ladies of Westeros to serve the realm.
Wow, so Jon is not gonna be king.
I know you don't want it. I know. All hail Bran the Broken. First
The Broken.
King's messenger now.
That's so
Lord of the Six
mean.
Kingdoms, protector of the realm.
Oh my god, he's king. Aw, that's okay. Like, that's a good ending because, like, he deserves to be king, and obviously he didn't sacrifice as much as, like, both Daenerys and Jon did, but he did
You will be my hand.
save everybody from death. Okay, and
Grace, I do not.
he's very wise. He can go into the past, into the future, and
I don't deserve
so he's gonna go to a Night's Watch again, but he's terrible at that. He was supposed to like be at the Night's Watch, and then he was like screwing around with that ginger, and then he went off with Khaleesi. Like, what the fuck? What kind of, oh, is that?
What I did.
I think it's time for King's Landing to really have a good leader, especially to build back up right after such massacre and such disaster created by the Nazis. Like they will really need good budgeting, good organization, good everything, good planning to rebuild the whole city. So I think Bran will really come up with like big ideas, and especially because if we get see into the future and stuff, so that's gonna be really good for King's Landing in the future. I mean, it's not ideal, it's not your comic ending, but it is something, it is weird because like we were expecting or Cersei or Daenerys or Jon Snow to win, and in the end it was Bran. So that was like kind of like invisible throughout the whole thing because he kind of acted in mysterious ways, you know. Okay, so final thoughts. I mean, I don't mind it. Was it way excited and super like dying over the moon about the finale? No. Was it something unexpected? Yeah. Like I never expected Bran to be king in the end, and I don't know, like I think he, as I said many times over the video, I think he does deserve to be king, and that he did put that input. Obviously not physically, but like he did have the strategy in the end. And like Sansa being queen in the north, like it's okay because like Arya kind of wants to do her own thing. I think Arya would be more worthy of being queen in the north, but I don't mind that Sansa is, because she is, her best interest is always to protect the people of Winterfell anyway. But yeah, and I'm glad that the dwarf survived. He was my favorite character, Tyrion, and I feel bad I always call him dwarf, but it's not. It's just easier to remember. Tyrion or whatever his name is, it's harder to remember. I don't know. It was very unexpected that he killed her, yo. Jon freaking killed her, but it was because it was for the best interest of everybody. She was kind of like unstable. I don't know. She completely burned down King's Landing. She was so completely psychotic. You could not have someone like that with unlimited power to go all around the universe destroying everybody as she pleases. No, thank you. We all deserve to live another day. The ending was like quite underwhelming, but it wasn't bad either. Like it was like something normal. I think that if the ending was like episode 4, where like freaking Arya comes out of nowhere and kills the freaking White Walker and like saves freaking everybody, like I think that ending would have been like pow 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 pow, like oh my god, that's crazy. But they did actually end it, because like then after there's the question like, okay, now we killed the White Walkers, okay, now who's gonna be king or queen, huh? And so there's that confrontation, and then you know, so like I feel like they over elaborated it, overkilled it, but I guess they ended it because they wanted to answer all the questions that there could have been, just to end everything for once. So I think it was a very smart choice, and I guess now that people are done and over with Game of Thrones, then people can move on with their lives, you know. But I do think that Game of Thrones does not deserve to be diminished like that just because of like the way it ended. Like, sorry people, but Jon Snow is a pussy, and sorry people, but Daenerys is a complete psycho bitch. So I think Bran was a great choice and was the healthiest choice for the futures to come, for the generations of King's Landing. So well, that's what I think. Those are my final thoughts about Game of Thrones. This is still one of my all-time favorite shows. I liked it a lot. And being that the shows are very long, it requires a lot of commitment, and I'm glad I'm done and over with.